Hello, my name is Odonga Otto. Once again, I'm a political philosopher. I have been following the comments you have been making on my videos. And some of these issues, I raised them 1,000 times while I was in parliament. But no one did anything. You are the very people who vote 90% of the MPs to be NRM, and you only vote a small number of opposition MPs. So how do you expect change? Unlike in Ghana, where 151 MPs belong to the ruling party, 150 belong to the opposition, that is where you have a real democracy. So even if we give committee recommendations on all these corruption scandals I expose, it is still the executive arm of government to enforce. I don't command police, I don't command CID. But don't get tired. My role as a political philosopher is to make you know. The moment they know, we know. The revolution is halfway successful. But I want to add more points. That is nothing. What I've said is nothing. There is a lot. The whole country is rotten. Corruption should not only be in the east. Corruption should not be tolerated in the west. Corruption should not be tolerated in the north. Corruption should not be tolerated anywhere in Uganda. Let me add more scandals. Uganda has the most expensive electricity in the world. Yet we generate hydroelectricity. We have water running at the River Nile for free. But we still have most expensive electricity in the world. Why? Because of corruption and shoddy deals. And I'm glad finally President Museveni has accepted that the Omeme contract will not be renewed. At least they had, but after 20 years of fleeching us. Dairy Corporation was sold for $3. Those of you who know, dairy, we had dairy in Gulu, Mbarara, Arua. It was sold for $3, 10,000 shillings. Isn't that a form of corruption? Really, dairy with all the buildings, all the land for $3? Shouldn't these people also be sanctioned? And not only Anita among them? Are you aware Uganda Commercial Bank Towers, currently called Champ Towers, it was sold under privatization scheme, but the annex of Champ Towers, the entire annexure, was sold on Christmas Day for peanuts, for less than 150,000. On Christmas Day, you are selling, you are privatizing government property. That is a scandal. These are the people to be sanctioned. The entire annexure was sold for peanuts, and on Christmas Day, it was sold differently from the main building. Are we aware that our soldiers in Somalia going for peacekeeping mission, some of their money is deducted for hiring guns and uniforms? Are we aware? Who should be sanctioned? Are you aware? Are you aware, you listening to me, political philosopher Odonga Otto, is that the seals, when you buy a bottle of water, you will see a URA seal. When you buy a bottle of wine, you see a seal. When you buy a beer, you see. Are you aware this is the most expensive seal in the world? It costs 300 shillings per seal. And yet these seals, in other parts of the world, is 50 shillings, 75 shillings. Are you aware of who has the contract for those digital URA seal? At 300, 150 to 300 shillings, that is fleeching the taxpayers. Are you aware that 38 billion shillings was squandered by the office of the Prime Minister, Amama Mbabazi, and people of northern Uganda are languishing in poverty? Shouldn't Amama Mbabazi be sanctioned? 38 billion. It was squandered. Who should be sanctioned? Everyone is Anita. The others are home and dry. Why? Are you aware that 28 billion shillings, which was for branding cattle in Karamoja, we had agreed that all they should put an electronic chip in the neck of all cows so that when it is stolen, it is tracked by GPS. All the money was eaten. And today, none of the cattle has been branded. No cow has been branded. Cattle rustling is just continuing. Even yesterday, they were stealing cows in Agago. These are the people who are to be sanctioned. Are you aware that the national infrastructure backbone money was passed and given for having internet dug on the ground, the way it was done in Rwanda, the way it was done in Kenya? Internet, the national infrastructure backbone. Are you aware that the whole of that money was just distributed to the telecommunication companies? And as of now, 80% of Ugandan internet is being transmitted through mast, from mast to mast, and not through underground deep sea cables, which is even causing cancer to Uganda. This is another scandal. The Rift Valley Railway. Are you aware that all the money we pumped in the Rift Valley Railway, we are not getting the desired results? So the system in Uganda now is rotten. Ugandans, you have laid back. You have taken a back seat. You don't want to bring the country into your hands. You are ready to blame politicians like me who are giving you the information. The whole system is rotten. Corruption is everywhere. It needs a major surgery. So these are scandals that have existed in the country. People have stolen money and they are home and dry, and everyone is talking Anita, Anita. Let us carry out a comprehensive major surgery. Thank you so much, Honorable Dr. Odonga Otto, political philosopher. Thank you for listening.